Hello there. Today we're going to be looking at the Leetcode problem, Zigzag Conversion. So, given a string, PayPal is hiring. You want to convert it into a zigzag and return what it would look like after it's been converted into a zigzag. So, for example, what is a zigzag? Well, a zigzag is this. All right. So, what does it mean to convert a string into zigzag? Okay, that means if you have PayPal, a string PA is hiring like this. So if you've given a number of rows to convert it into a zigzag, what it means is if you've given 3, for example, you have pay, all right, pay, then you come to the next, back up to the next row and write the following character P, and then you keep going P, then the next one is A, then you come down like that as it is written here. All right, so at the end of the day, they want you to combine this. That will be PAHN, then followed by this, then this, in order to return it, what it would look like after it's been converted into a zigzag format in a number of rows. Now, this is a question that is hated so much, and I guess it's because the phrasing of the question is a bit not so clear, but hopefully you understand now. And as you can see, it's really easy. All you have to do is just declare the number of rows you having, and declare the number of rows, and for each string in the list, just go in there, put it in the list, and then after you're done putting an appropriate places, all you have to do is just go back into the list and just combine them. All right, so it's really simple, really. Yeah, so let's just do that. So let's do for character in S. Okay, we want to put them in a list. All right, so let's first of all declare our list, and let's call it result or zigzag. Let's call it zigzag. Okay, it will now be, so this is how you define. This will be empty list for I in range yep, num rows. Okay, so this is how you, so if you were 3, zigzag would be something like, look like this: empty, empty, and empty. Okay, that's what it would look like. So for how many number of rows, that's what you just generate empty stuff, empty list, not stuff, list. So you also need to track, because we're inputting each character into the list, you need to track what row you should be inputting into. So we're going to have row R, row, let me call it row index, okay, and let's call it 0. Okay, yeah, so we're just gonna do zigzag at row index, put in this character. Now remember one thing: when row hits the ceiling or the floor, the ceiling is 0, the floor is num rows -1. Okay, when it hits the ceiling, it changes. It doesn't add it to the same row anymore. Okay, so what we would do to counteract, to mimic when it hits ceiling or not, is to say, so normally you're supposed to say row index plus equals to 1. Okay, that's what you're supposed to do, right? But we need to mimic when it has gotten to the boundaries. Okay, so for that, we're going to use a delta function, a delta variable, pardon me, and we're going to initialize it to -1, and you'll see why in a minute. Okay, so what are our boundaries? Our boundaries are 0 and the end. That's num rows -1. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, that's a mistake. Num rows -1, and then or index equals to 0 or row index equals to, so those are our ceilings. So then delta, we multiply delta by -1. Okay, delta by -1, then you add delta. Okay, all right, so at the end of it all you have to do is join it. All right, so I mean, you could iteratively go into each list and create a separate string to put it together, but there's a neat way you can do that in Python. So I'm just going to call it zigzag again equals to the join row. Okay, so I'm just going to say for row in zigzag. So what this would do is, let's say we have something like this before. Okay, so we have this 2 and 3. So you have PAH, let's stop here, and APLS, okay, and YIR. So what this will do, what I've written here, it will just convert this to convert it to a string PAH. Okay, don't forget these are individual characters, right? So they're separated by commas, all right? So I'm not going to do everything, but you get the idea. So you convert this to PAH, then this one to like this, and this one to like this as well. So yeah, you get the idea. So that's how that works. So at the end of it, so another thing, so what we can now do is, because this is not what the final result, we can then join again when we were returning. We can now return zigzag join again. Okay. Return so this will now be return this, because this will now be finally what no, so this will just be return zigzag to join, because it's right. So that should work. So let's run it. What's the sorry, dot append, pardon me, dot append. I'm sorry, this is not, we are appending to that index, zigzag at index row index dot append. Okay, that's what we're doing. We're appending to that. This is a big mistake. What is this? What was that? Index out of range. Sorry, this we are multiplying by 1. Not just a -1. This will be error as well, -1. All right, so as you can see, that works, but there's also a base case we need to consider, and the base case is the situation where the string itself, that is length of string, is less than the number of rows. So if it's if return, just return the string. So what I'm trying to say is, if you have a string SAB, for example, and we're given rows of 4, okay, so as you can see, this is 3. So at the end of the day, what you would have is S A B, and when you join them, it's still the same thing. All right. Sorry about that. Another thing you could consider is when the string length is just 1, right? No matter the number of rows, it used to be that string. Or let S equals to 1. So yeah, that's just the base case you just need to consider, and that's it. Submit. Yeah, that should work. What is the situation now? Oh, sorry. If length, number of rows is equal to 1, there's no need doing the procedure again. That's what I meant to say. If it's 1, yeah, that's it. So see you guys next time. Bye.